This is a video about the Kogi and the movie ALUNA and spiral dynamics. Hello, this is Wake Up with a video about spiral dynamics, the Kogi and the movie ALUNA. The movie ALUNA is a documentary that you can watch for free on YouTube, and it's about the Kogi, a native tribe of northern Colombia. The Kogi are a very, very old civilization, and they were called Tairona before, and they were almost completely eradicated and killed off by the conquistadores. 99% of them were killed because they refused to take on Christianity as their religion, let alone the only religion. So they were massacred and mutilated as Satan worshippers, and only a few of them managed to escape to the mountains of Colombia. There they were rediscovered a few decades ago, almost 500 years later, and they still do what they did then, which is guarding the planet. For them, the planet is a living being, and they're the gardeners. So they do not have the usual purple thing, we only care about ourselves. They are caring about the whole world, all plants, all animals, all humans, and the planet as a whole. They call us their little brothers and compassionately and patiently wait for us to realize that it's not a good idea to destroy the planet. On the other hand, they came out recently and became public with the movie ALUNA and 2 or 3 books, saying that right now it's kind of the right time to realize that. Otherwise, the consequences will be dire. So watch the movie ALUNA. The link is in the description below. There are a few more very interesting things about the Kogi. One is their training. The Kogi are governed by priests. These priests are called mamas, which is their language for enlightened. And their training is with 7 months old. They join the mamas in their caves on the mountaintops. And they're only allowed to leave the cave at night or once they reach adulthood. So the mama trainee is only living in the dark until adulthood, 15, 16 or so, I don't remember exactly. And what they do in this cave is mostly meditate, all day and all night long. So it's actually what adult sadhus in the Himalayas are doing, they're doing as children. That's how they start. So it's full on Plato. Yeah, the Plato cave metaphor is you're actually living in a cave, and you're only seeing the reflections of a fire and think that is life, like a cinema. And the enlightened being is the one who steps out of the cave and sees the sun. This is what the Kogi do as an initiation ritual and training for their priests. So I disagree with Jed McKenna, and I agree with Daniel Quinn that there have been and there still are societies of human adults. I recently made a video about human childhood and human adulthood. That is not meaning physically, but psychologically and spiritually. So if you grow up in a society that is led by spiritually human adults, it's also possible to become humanly adult internally at the same time as physically. The question here is, how did the Kogi get there? Because they're definitely and obviously a green society. They're not a purple society. Not all so-called native tribes have to be purple. They're green. The question is here, did they go through a red phase and then left it behind? Or did they skip it? That's an interesting question, which is unfortunately not recorded or not made public by the Kogi. It could be that they had been conquering their neighbors like the Aztecs did and then just stopped after some time. Or it could be that they never felt the need to and just jumped red, or that spiral dynamics does not apply to them. Anyway, they are a green society caring for the whole planet and being led by priests who are humanly adult, awake, and in their spiral dynamics color green, yellow or turquoise. So this is a very strange phenomenon, and it stresses the point what Daniel Quinn says, that our civilization is just our civilization. It's the most dominant civilization that is by now 99% of all human beings on the planet. But it's only one kind of civilization. It's not the humanity. It's only one civilization of humans. And another way is possible. The big question here is, of course, if that means that bully civilizations, that aggressive, destructive civilizations will always kill off or subjugate peaceful, harmonious civilizations, then this is not really an improvement. So anyway, see for yourself. Watch the movie ALUNA. It's really, really interesting. If you speak French or German, you can also read books about the Kogi. And then tell me what you think. Just don't open up the whole purple thing, okay? It's not like that every native tribe is purple. I think I made that very clear in my purple video. And there is a difference between purple and green and turquoise. And it's very pronounced. Purple has a very, very small view on the world, while green and turquoise have a very large view of the world and on the world. And very, very pronounced for green is that it wants to save the environment. Yeah? It wants to save the plants and the animals. And we are not, right now, the Western civilization, and most of the human beings right now on Earth, we are not a green society, nor are we an orange society. We are a blue society. We're a blue society with lots of influences of red and orange. And green has just started to emerge a little bit. Maybe 10% of all human beings are green, maximum. But the majority is blue. And as we have seen recently during the sea crisis, many people who have been centered in green or green-orange or orange-green have actually reverted back to orange or blue out of fear. There's in no establishments I've seen so much fear and so much ignorance about what's going on than in organic supermarkets. But that's another story. Watch the movie ALUNA. It's really fascinating. It's really well done also. And think about the Kogi, and think about that it might be possible that a different lifestyle is also available. That it's not necessary to destroy everything. So I recommend to you to watch that movie about and partly by our elder brothers and sisters. Okay, I know I said I won't do any spiral dynamics videos anymore, and it's more a video about the Kogi and the movie ALUNA than about spiral dynamics, but it still sheds a very interesting light on spiral dynamics and if the system is applicable to everything and everyone. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, joining me on Patreon, sharing the videos with your friends, and see you soon. Very nice also the Kogi saying, to think is to listen.